Hey guys, today we're gonna have a nice little short little lesson, and it's gonna be on condensing logs. All right. So, previous class we went from one log expression to multiple log expressions. Now we are going to go from multiple logs down to just one log, and we're going to use the same properties that we used from last class. All right. So remember, when we expanded, if things were being multiplied, it got expanded by addition. When we did division, it was subtraction, and then exponents got up front. So now we're going to do exactly the opposite. All right. So I know that this answer is just going to have one log in it. All right. So notice they're all the same. So it's going to be log base 3. Now, as soon as I look at there's 3 terms here, right? We got 1, 2, 3. As soon as I see this negative, that tells me there is a fraction. All right, that tells me there is a fraction. Anything that has a negative is going to go in the bottom. All right, if it's a negative, it goes in the bottom. If it's a positive, it goes up top. All right, so that means this 4 is going to end up going up top. This 5 is going to go end up top. The 7 is going to end up in the bottom. Okay, now the only other thing you have to worry about is any number out in front of the log. What's that? Well, that is an exponent, right? Because when we expand, we move exponents out front. So any number out front is really an exponent. So this 4 is positive. It's going to go up top. There is no exponent, all right? Times, it's all multiplication here up top. 5, because it's positive, squared, which we'll simplify in a second. Negative means this goes on the bottom. There's nothing up front, so it's just 7. So this is log base 3 of 5 squared is 25. 25 times 4 is 100 over 7. Done. All right, that's my answer. All right, so now looking at this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. All right, we got an x, a y, a w, and a z. It's natural log, so we're just going to make a natural log. As soon as I see negatives, I know of a fraction. If they were all positive, you don't have to write a fraction bar because it'd just be one big multiplication problem. All right. Anything out in front. So the 1/2 is an exponent, which is really what? Square root. And this is 2, so it's going to be squared. Oh, and here's another one. It's 3, so it's going to be cubed. So anything, what's a positive? The x is positive, and it's a square root. So square root of x. Negative on the bottom, negative on the bottom. Up. This is up top, z squared. Now you might want to write z squared square root of x so it doesn't look like the z squared is underneath the square root, but that's fine. All right, negative on the bottom, so y cubed and w. That's it. And there's your answer. All right. Now, yeah, would it look better if it was natural log z squared square root of w over w y cubed? Doesn't make a difference. All right. Last one. Told you, short lesson. Okay. So we have log. Remember, there's no base, so that's fine. It's base 10. All right. So, all right, what I'd like you to do now is just pause the video, see if you figure out what you think it should be. Okay. We have a negative, which means we have a fraction. All right. This is positive. It goes on top. This 3 is an exponent. So it's 2x minus 1 cubed. That minus goes on the bottom, so that's y squared. Positive goes on top, that's a cubed, because the 3 goes out in front. 1/3 is really the cubed root, and that goes on the bottom. Why does it go on the bottom? Because it was negative, w plus 2. All right, there you go. So that is log of 2x minus 1 cubed times a cubed all over y squared times the cube root of w plus 2. If you want, you can put this in parentheses. You don't have to. All right. So that is condensing, where you take a bunch of logs and you just combine it down to 1. All right. And you could see if you did this and expanded it, this is what you would end up with, right? Remember, things on top get positives in front of them. Any exponents go to the front. Things on the bottom get a negative. Exponents go in front. You would end up with this exact answer. All right. So to finish out this week, I want you guys to finish that worksheet. Any problems on there that I have not done, make sure you complete that and then submit that by sometime at the end of the day, Friday. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon.